So Steven turned me on to this guy called Jeff Foster, and I listened to some of his video. I'll post the link for it in the little boxaroo down below if you want to check him out. Steven says he's he's Jim Carrey's teacher. This guy Jeff Foster is my age. He's an '85 baby. But yeah, what he says is that there was never any problem with you to begin with. Never was, never will be, never could be. From start to finish, from no beginning to no end, there's never been any issues with you whatsoever. All of those were given to you, and you believed them. And another thing that he talks about is the enlightenment sort of quandary that some of us can get into when we're trying to be spiritual, because we get into all kinds of trouble, and we're not satisfied with the religious stuff, so we look to Eastern teachings to try and give us some solace. And then even then they say, some of them, well, if you interpret them that way, they say you got to reach enlightenment. But of course, that's not what they really say. Like the Tao or the Tao doesn't say you got to reach enlightenment. It says enlightenment is the very nature of life itself, and you are the nature of life itself. You aren't separate from it, you are it. And this idea that we're given that man is born flawed, men, women, born in sin, born short, just a tad short. Once you're given this notion as a child, well then you've set up your carrot. Here's your carrot, and you get a little whip on the buttocks and you got to start moving. But the carrot never, I've used this analogy many times, the carrot never gets any closer. It doesn't get any further away, but it doesn't get any closer. Sometimes, if you're real excited, that fucker will wobble around and make it look like something's happening, but you're not getting closer to it. Not to mention, like Jeff was also saying, once you reach enlightenment, or what you consider to be enlightenment, well, you can't stay there because you're not there to look at it. Because if you've dissolved all the boundaries and you've dissolved all the sense of self, and you are one with everything, well, there's nothing left to compare it to, so you don't even know you're enlightened. So then the mysterious forces will have to give your butt a kick back into Maya, and you'll play some more games, You never reach. You either consider, I am simply as I am, and I will move through the world and do some things. And sometimes it will suck, and sometimes it will be great. You either do that, or you say, I'm going to get a goal, and I'm going to set it out so many years in the future, and I'm going to achieve it. And if you do achieve said goal, it's never enough. We all know this. Just look back in your remembered past. How many goals did you achieve? How many of them fulfilled you? Well, if they fulfilled you, you wouldn't be moving forward anymore, right? You'd be sitting right there. So it's really silly when you look at it. At a certain point, all of this stuff, the things that we strive for, that we try to become, we try to be, trying to erase imperfections, trying to be like somebody else, trying to be like Jesus, trying to be like God. Okay, well, you can't be like anybody. You can't be like them. You're yourself. And even with your attempt to be them, you're still being yourself. You can't escape that. You're just putting on some masks and playing some roles and still being exactly 100% weirdly you. You're being weirdly you, like you ought to be. I think we're being given this automation stuff, the autonomous cars, the robots coming out. I think we're being given this to help remind us the value of our strangeness, our uniqueness. Like Jeff said, there's never been another you outside of the labels even. There's never been another one like you ever, not even remotely. And there never will be. You're not going to repeat. The universe doesn't ever repeat anything, even if it appears to, even if you hear people say crazy things like history repeats itself. Well, it's a load of hogwash. Nothing ever repeats itself. Ever. It's impossible. This is some beautiful weather I want to show you. I want to show you some pretty clouds. So yeah, there are no restrictions on you. You're completely, totally free. There is no authority. Not even you. You're not even the authority of yourself. Nobody knows how things move. Nobody knows how things come to be. Nobody knows anything. We're just here and we're weird. You know? We love. We hate. You know, we do all kinds of weird shit. Make all kinds of crazy world theories and scientism. You know, we make crazy fires, develop all kinds of tools. I mean, if you believe anything Og says, we're getting into all kinds of crazy sci-fi shit. And it's already happened up and down through all the, the dimensions. It's like, it's what it is. It's what life is. It's insane. And it's amazing. It's beautiful. And you can never figure it out. Nobody ever has figured it out. So why try? Just be. Just live. Make some friends.